everybody. Welcome to Good Luck High Five, episode 308.
That's right. You're listening to a podcast that's for people who enjoy Magic the Gathering, whether you're hanging out playing on Arena, you're playing at your home with whoever your friends are, whoever your friends are, or you're heading out to a local PTQ.
I'm one of your hosts, Maria.
I'm another one of your hosts, Megan.
And we are once again coming to you live from Spain.
That's right. Maria said it like that because Spain is one of the most haunted countries on the planet.
Is that accurate?
I don't know. They're very Catholic, so it seems like it could be.
That's a great point. Catholic is the most haunted religion.
It really is.
You know, I mean, they've got so many like saints wandering around and stuff.
Yeah.
The Pope is like King Ghost.
Yeah.
Catholics right now are like...
The Pope is like King Ghost.
deleting our podcast left and right.
Yes, they are. They're just like, wow, this is some serious misinformation.
On today's episode, we are going to tell you all about what we've been doing here in Spain, day by day and minute by minute.
That's right. Or...
What?
If you don't want to listen to it, we'll also have a sick vlog.
Oh, yes.
That comes out this week. So if you want to see all the sights of Spain, the most haunted country, for yourself, you can check that out.
Yeah, it's going to be on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/goodluckhighfive. We'll be putting that up as soon as I finish editing it. But yeah, we went to some really cool places in Spain. Top of Montserrat. We saw, Sagrada Familia, an amazing church, and videotaped the whole thing.
That's right. So you too can come on that journey with us. We'll also be talking about some of the magic news today.
Oh my gosh.
Because there has been just a whirlwind, a veritable tornado of news in the past couple of weeks.
If you will.
Yes, it's raining
dust
news.
bowl.
And also news is washing up on the shores.
It's just...
like water during a hurricane.
Yeah. I was just imagining the news.
There's been a storm surge of
as
news.
A dead fish. A storm surge of news. That's great. Yeah, so much stuff has happened in a bunch of different areas of Magic too. Like arena news, actual play news from this weekend, stuff happening with the Magic Pro League coming up. And we're going to let you know about all of it in depth in this episode. Because you know what? Maybe you don't want to read the internet. And that's just fine.
That's really very fine. Before we get started, though, we have a couple of people to thank.
Yes.
The very first people that we love to thank. We love thanking you, the patrons of the show. If you are a patron, over at patreon.com/GLHF. Wait, is that right?
That's right.
That's right.
GLHF Magic. Sorry, that was wrong.
GLHF Magic.
God.
We so appreciate it. You were keeping the show on the air and on those video waves coming right at you. We really appreciate it. And if you happen to be thinking to yourself, what could I give to a Magic player that I love? Give them the gift of a podcast. And send them our way.
Yeah.
Because we will also be like, you're great and fantastic. We too will say wonderful things to the Magic player that you love in your life.
Yeah. And if you're like, I wish I could get Maria and Meghan a present, you can become a patron, and that would be the best present you can give us.
It really, really is. It really is. So for as little as $5 a month is the lowest tier that we have on there. So that's about a little over $1 a week, $1.25 an episode. But do you know what? If you're like, I'm stretched a little thin right now, but I still want to give, you can give less than that.
Yeah.
You can go as little as $1 a month.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it in any amount that you're giving.
Big thanks to Card Kingdom, too. You can check out their website at cardkingdom.com/GLHF. That's the correct one for that one. And buy anything that you want. Singles, they've got a great selection and great prices. They've got super fast shipping. Their customer service is bar none. They've got excellent products like for the stocking stuffers, that kind of stuff, especially Ultra Pro, which is another one of our sponsors. They carry their stuff. And if you say, hey, put a Good Luck High Five sticker in my order, you know what?
They will.
Can you believe that?
Nice.
I mean, when do you get a free sticker these days? I don't know, but Card Kingdom will give you one.
With Card Kingdom, it's when you ask for one, which is the best time to get a free sticker. When is the best time to get a free sticker? When you ask for it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that there's been a joke on this show that we were going to make a shirt from Meghan saying like creatures are the worst.
Creatures are the worst.
And you know what we did? We made it.
There is now a shirt that says creatures are the worst. So if you to share my,
philosophy.
My deep regret for creatures existing. For populating.
What if creatures didn't exist? You would have nothing to kill, Meghan.
That's true. Never mind. If you regret them on the battlefield, you too can have a creatures are the worst shirt.
And not only a shirt, but a hoodie, a blanket, literally, a phone case, a pillow.
Wow.
All of these things can be yours in many colors through our Teespring shop. We tweeted it out. It's going to be in the show notes on this episode too. So you can go in there and be like, I want to buy one of these things. They're really cute. And
if you have someone in your life who also thinks creatures are the worst, another great gift idea.
Yeah, agree.
We're just here for you with gift ideas.
I know. We have so many.
We really do.
We also have 3 bags of Walker's chips of varying tastes.
Yeah.
Provided to the show by none other than Tim Willoughby.
Yeah.
And
I feel really weird about these.
We're going to try one before each segment. One is turkey and stuffing flavored chips, or crisps, as he would say. One is Brussels sprouts. And one is pigs in blankets.
Do you know what? I like Brussels sprouts a lot.
Me too.
And I like pigs in blankets.
Okay.
I'm medium on turkey and stuffing.
Well, we'll find out.
But I don't feel enthusiasm for these chips. I mostly feel concern.
Magic news.
That's right, everybody. We're here to bring the news to use. I'm sorry.
It's very Dr. Seuss calling people use.
Yeah, but before we do that, are we going to these?
Yeah, let's do it. We've got turkey and stuffing. We're going to start with turkey and stuffing.
Okay.
Crisps.
We each are holding a microphone, so let's
see if we can
co-op this bag very carefully.
Okay,
there we go.
Oh, okay. Teamwork, everyone. Wow. Teamwork. All right. In the news, first of all, was the World Magic Cup happened this past weekend, and that's why we were here in Spain.
They have a strong smell.
Yeah, they really do. Oh, God. It
Not
smells...
the World Magic Cup in Spain.
No,
the chips have a strong smell.
This chip has a strong kind of like vinegar scent.
I wouldn't mind if it was that. It smells like,
I don't know. Meghan likes vinegar chips.
I love salt and vinegar chips.
Okay, I'm going to go for it.
Okay.
You know what? Tastes better than smells. I'll say that. Not bad. It does taste like turkey and stuffing.
I am astounded at how much this tastes exactly like turkey and stuffing.
It's really weirding me out right now.
Same.
Okay, well, thumbs up for me on turkey and stuffing Walker's crisps.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Same.
World Magic Cup happened. 74 teams from around the world came to compete, with the leading pro points player being the captain, the other 2 being selected as first and second place finishers in their country's nationals tournament, which is a super unique thing. Which means we get a lot of like famous Magic players here representing their countries, and a bunch of people who are up and comers or lesser known players, and a bunch of smaller countries that don't normally get a chance to shine on the pro stage, get a chance to come out here and really make a run of it.
Yeah,
it
was
cool
great.
Tournament.
It was the first time that I've worked a World Magic Cup. I super enjoyed it.
It was so fun.
I loved seeing all of the different countries, all of the different people here representing. It was great.
One of the things that's my favorite part about it is the costume contest.
Yes,
called the Spirit Awards.
Is a much more adult way to put it.
Yes.
It gives it more dignity.
The costume contest. So there people come in national dress or a costume from their country that somehow represents their country or a part of their country's history, or however they want to do it. And this year there were 4 winners.
Yes, there were. There was Mexico, Scotland.
Yep.
Classic kilt wearers.
They looked
What a bunch of classic kilt wearers.
Very fancy.
Guatemala and South Africa.
Yes, Guatemala had beautiful embroidered jackets with their green bird that's on their flag. I was going to say the name of it, but I'm going to say it wrong, so I'm not going to try.
Okay.
South Africa had their flag on their back and flag on their head.
Yeah.
And Mexico was dressed up as revolutionaries, complete with fake mustaches, which was
giant fake mustaches, which was hilarious.
It was really great. So congratulations to them. And super sad that this is the last World Magic Cup for the foreseeable future. It was such a great tournament.
Comes back.
I have faith that it will.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's so fun.
There's not a lot of things I like, but I like this.
Put this on the very short list. France won the whole thing.
That's true, they did.
Yeah, led by Jean-Emmanuel Duprat was their captain.
Yes.
And he's a member of the Magic Pro League.
Yes, he's one of the few names on there that when we looked at the list, I was like,
who are you? Who's this guy?
But it turns out, very good Magic player.
Yeah, he is. And a very nice guy, too.
Yeah.
And France now is the only country in the history and maybe the future to ever win the World Magic Cup twice.
I know.
So great achievement there.
Yeah, congratulations to them. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And there were some great games of Magic played.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There were some long games of Magic played, but we'll talk more about it later.
Yeah. Thing number 2 is we now know all of the players in the Magic Pro League.
That's right. Who are they? We'll tell
you later. But just to summarize, it's basically the top 32.
Yes.
With a few exceptions. Number 3, there is a bunch of updates to Arena.
Yes.
So this ranges anything from user experience.
They moved like the little thing that tells you what phase of the turn you're in.
Over to the right.
Yeah.
Looks all
I
fancy.
saw it in the center again.
Oh.
But it was smaller.
Oh, I saw it over on the right, like a little graphical display. Maybe it's both places.
I saw that too. But no, because when I saw Marshall playing it yesterday, it was the small one again, but it was in the center again. So I don't know.
Okay, well, it's somewhere.
It's somewhere.
It's somewhere. There's a possibility of a new format. We'll get into this called Standard Plus. Yep. Updates to rewards, ladder play, drafting with bot personalities, blah, blah, blah.
Bot personalities?
Yeah. Just wait till I tell you about this.
I'm going to be weirded out.
It's the robot future coming to Arena.
When you say bot personality, I'm just like, this is already worrisome for, you know what? We're getting too close to robots being too smart.
Yeah, pretty soon the glue on our wings is going to melt and we are going to be bowing down to our new overlords.
The glue on our wing? Oh, we flew too close to the sun.
Nailed it. Jet lag is a beautiful thing, everybody.
Yeah. At 4, there's a bunch of new Magic story content.
Yes.
That is out there in the universe now. One of them is there will be a Chandra comic book.
Cool.
And you can read the first 6 pages of it up on the Magic website and decide if that's something that you want to go out and pick up. It's, Chandra adventuring in her days when she's not fiddling with Nicol Bolas.
So when she's not like guild pacting around or whatever.
Exactly. When she's not like messing around
what am I thinking
with
of?
the guilds.
What am I thinking of?
Not guild pact, Gatewatch.
Gatewatch. That's it.
Yeah. And she's not hanging around with the Gatewatch. What is she doing?
What is she doing?
Fighting a lot of things with fire.
Sweet.
So.
Classic Chandra.
Yeah, if you're like, I'm a big Chandra fan and I want to know more about what she's doing, or I just want to read more Magic story in general, you can head on out there and get that.
Sweet. And there's also an update to the story as far as Ravnica is concerned, thanks to Brandon Sanderson, who's a very famous author.
Yes, beloved fantasy author Brandon Sanderson. There is a Magic novella that he wrote that you can head out and also read.
Wow.
So if you are in a reading mood, do it. Also, if it's like snowy, winter, great time to read.
Oh, yeah.
If you're avoiding your family,
great time to read.
Holidays, great time to read. If you just feel like reading Magic story, now there's more stuff out there for you to go and read. So.
Yeah, and there's a preview of Brandon's story. I think there's a few pages of it or something like that posted on Daily MTG. You can go there and check it out, see if you want to buy the whole thing. But yeah, really cool stuff. I do love the Magic story, and I want to find out what's going to happen on Ravnica because Bolas has turned a number of people, as everybody so helpfully tweeted at us, and
that everyone who has a Planeswalker as their guild leader is bad.
Is Bolas alive?
I'm sad.
I know, me too.
But do you know what that means? Rakdos aren't.
That's weird.
So while my predictions were wrong, Maria, your predictions were also wrong.
That's true. I did think the Rakdos were going to turn bad. But turns out they just want to set themselves on fire.
Like I said, they're too hedonistic.
Yeah.
They're too self-involved.
You reminded me of another news.
What?
News item number 5.
Whoa.
There were some leaks from Ravnica Allegiance.
Yes, there were.
And I don't know, should we talk about them or
no?
You know what? They happened.
If you want them, they're online.
They're online. You can go see. They're not too spicy.
No.
There's
a couple of cards that are spicy.
There's good cards for sure. Yeah, but we're not like they didn't reveal all the new mechanics and all that kind of thing. The only one
the story
is
we're not going to tell you. Don't tell them.
Oh, okay.
Because then now it's your option if you want to go see right now. Or if you want to go enjoy it as part of, the official release.
I like seeing spoilers when they're meant to be spoiled. So I try and hold off, but I was weak this time around and I looked at them. Yeah.
How could you?
I love Rakdos so much. I just want to know what they're up to.
You know.
You know
what they're up to. Who doesn't always know what the Rakdos are up to?
Oh, I love those Rakdos. Those crazy Rakdos kids. All right, we're cracking it open.
It's
Brussels sprouts. Can they beat turkey and stuffing? Because these were pretty good. I'm just saying. All right, we're gonna try Brussels sprouts now. Megan's gonna be the first victim. How's it smell?
It smells like Brussels sprouts.
Well, maybe like turkey and stuffing, technology has gotten so good that we can make chips that just taste exactly like what it's meant to be. It's a real world equivalent. Oh, they're green, as they should be, I suppose. Okay. Oh, it smells vegetable-y. Okay, I'm going in. Not a fan. I am not a fan of this.
I just went through an emotional roller coaster.
Megan, talk us through it.
So I ate it and I was like, no, wow, no, this is a bad experience.
And then what happened?
Honestly, like 5 seconds in, I was like, I'm fine.
You know what? I survived it too.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You start off being really unhappy with the chip that you're eating. Yeah. But then towards the end, you're like, okay.
I could eat this.
It also tastes a lot like a Brussels sprout.
It really does.
It's like weird.
How did they capture that?
I don't know.
Walkers, what's the word I'm looking for? Mad scientist.
If you have an idea as to how chip companies can capture this type of flavor, so well.
Yeah. Please tweet at us with the hashtag
chip magic.
So World Magic Cup, France was the victors. Let's talk about some of the cool decks that we saw this weekend.
Yeah.
The one everyone was talking about was this Jeskai control list that I'm going to call Fight with Fire Control.
Yes, I loved it. This was the center seat of the French team.
Nice.
Piloted by Arnaud Hochmiller.
Yep.
Which sounds terrible if you're not trying to say it.
I wonder what a Hulk is in French. Hochmiller.
You think that they milled
a Hulk? Yeah, but I want to know what Hulk is.
What is Hulk?
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. You keep going.
Okay. Anyways, he was piloting this deck that was Jeskai control, but its win condition was casting a Fight with Fire, targeting your opponent's face, and copying it with the expansion side of Expansion Explosion, which is 2 mana, and you can copy a spell with CMC 4 or less. And have it have new targets. But because of the way that Fight with Fire and kicking works, Expansion Explosion looks at it and is like, yeah, this is CMC 4 or less.
Go ahead, copy it.
And it was just so cool. The first time I saw it happen, I was like, what? Because his opponent was green-black.
Yeah.
And was like attacking him with like Carnage Tyrant, and like had just attacked him with Carnage Tyrant and this other stuff. And it's like, looking at it, it's like, oh, Carnage Tyrant is one of the big problems for control.
Yeah.
Because you can't target it with removal, and you have to have one of your sweepers. But it's just like, nope, never mind. He untapped and was like, well, Fight with Fire you and copy it.
Amazing.
And now you're dead. And I saw him to kill Andrea Mengucci in the semifinals. Andrea was at like 28 because of some wild growth walkers and stuff like that. And so he just kind of had to maneuver it so that he copied it 2 times.
He did 30 damage.
He did 30 damage.
One fell swoop.
It was great. I think there's also a copy of like the Mirari conjecture in the deck. So potentially you can have a 3. When it hits chapter 3, you can also use that. Oh, it was great.
I loved it. Very spicy and helped France take down the whole thing.
Also, a lot of people online I were seeing were very impressed with it. There are some pros who are just like, I think that they broke it with this deck. Yeah.
Wow.
This Fight with Fire deck looks very good.
I mean, it just steamrolled people all weekend.
Yeah.
Really innovative stuff there. And of course, always exciting to see someone do 30 to the face. Thumbs up. I wonder how it plays versus another control deck.
I have no idea.
That's something we didn't see a lot of on camera was control versus control.
Thank goodness.
I know. I agree.
Because look, as much as I love control, that's not where you want to be. That's not what you want to be watching on camera. It's just that mirror all the time.
But isn't that funny how decks kind of didn't line up like that?
Although that being said, on the floor, I saw a lot of green-black versus green-black.
Oh, well, that for sure.
Or tokens versus tokens.
Yeah.
It's just
nightmare.
Those matches. We saw on camera a green-black, and this is in the semifinals again, right? The green-black versus tokens.
I don't know. I saw it like so many times I can't remember anymore.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the one that lasted. It was on camera, and it was like an hour-long match.
More than that, I would say.
It was intense. There was a point at which the green-black player was at like 50-something life, and they had a Doom Whisperer. It's just like, oh, you can surveil as much of your deck as you want. The only thing stopping you is the idea of decking yourself.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Another favorite that somebody actually brought to the tournament and did pretty well with was Chromatic Black.
Yeah.
In the hands of, who was playing this?
I want to say Belgium.
Belgium, yes, Belgium. A really fun deck that is mono black but uses Chromatic Lantern to have your lands tap for any color. And then you can use, what is it called? Mastermind's Acquisition to go get any card out of your sideboard and put it into play. And because you can make any color of mana, you can just go grab whatever you want. Say you need a Ritual of Soot. Well, go get that. Say you need a Niv Mizzet. Go get that.
Yeah, because Chromatic Lantern says that you can make all of those colors of mana. Zakama.
Maybe go get that. It's
Very
an awesome
cool
deck.
Yeah. I think some people were saying, I want to say that potentially the first person to build it was Ali Antrazi.
Yes.
Who streamed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a really cool deck.
Really neat. But across the board, most people brought Golgari, some build of Izzet Drakes, and like a
or
Jeskai control and that seat, and then usually a Celestia tokens. Deck.
There are also sometimes we saw a couple of big reds.
Big red.
We also saw some Boros.
Yep, Boros aggro.
Boros aggro and Boros Angels.
Oh gosh, Hong Kong had the Boros Angels in the tournament.
Yeah.
And I was so excited to watch because that's the deck I've been playing a lot of. And they made it all the way into the top 8. And I was cheering for those Angels. They made it all the way
to the semifinals.
Yeah, to the semifinals.
Did you know the semifinals, the first time they lost all tournaments?
Yeah, that's true. Undefeated.
Yeah, really incredible. It was also really impressive to see them. Like, they'd be playing against, there was a time at which they were playing against another aggro player, and it's like, okay, we're kind of behind, but now it's just like, well, I played an Aurelia, so now you can't remove it.
What are you going to
do?
And
then I played a Lyra right afterwards, and it's like, now I have so many flying angels.
GG, no re. Yeah, exactly. Oops, I touched the bed and I moved the camera.
No, Maria, why?
Sorry. Did you hear that? Boop boop.
Yes.
That's a European siren.
Yeah, it is.
They're so cute. Much more pleasant than an American siren, I have to say. But yeah, fun tournament. Really sad to see it go. A lot of the players express that as well because if you're from a small country, it's a really great chance to get to shine on the international stage. Mm-hmm. And the Spirit Awards, I think, really summarizes that well and exactly what the tournament means to so many players. So hopefully we get to see it come back.
Yeah, or something like it in the future. Yeah.
Hey everybody, thanks to Ultra Pro for being our sponsor.
Ultra Pro is great.
We love Ultra Pro.
We see so many Do you know what I love? I love just going out when we're at an event like this and just seeing like all the different sick Ultra Pro gear that's out and about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
The new Planeswalker Chibi sleeves are out in the world, and a lot of people were asking in chat this weekend watching the World Magic Cup, how do I get those? They're from Ultra Pro.
Yes, so many people. I saw so many comments on Twitter that were just like, where do I get these sleeves that this player is playing with? And every time it was those different kinds of sleeves, and they're so cute. The answer is Ultra Pro.
Ultra Pro. They've got some really high-end cool stuff for gifts, and hopefully we're going to be doing some giveaways before the holiday with some new gear for you out there in listener land. But if you can't wait that long, or you're not lucky, or you just want to buy some stuff now, you can head to their website, ultrapro.com, or check out their gear on cardkingdom.com/GLH5. They've got everything to stuff in that stocking. All the way to the top.
Or wrap in a gift. Or just gift to someone if you're like, holidays aren't my jam. I get you.
Just random present day. Why not?
That's what I practice.
Merry random present day. I like that.
I mean, I really do. Because it's like, also, do you ever have the thing where you get something for someone and you're like, there's no freaking way I can wait until Christmas.
Yeah, all the time.
That's me constantly. If I get someone something, it's like, no, you're getting this now. I don't have the patience.
You know what? Celebrate your own random present day with Ultra Pro. Tweet it at us using the hashtag Random Present Day. It's time for some pigs and blankets.
Oh boy.
Are you more nervous about this one or the Brussels sprouts?
I was more nervous about Brussels sprouts, but
I think this might be the winner.
You enjoy a good pig in a blanket.
All right, this segment, besides talking about our pig in the blanket chips, is going to be about the MPL, the Magic Pro League. The top 32, the 32 players who will be participating this season were announced. And so, and we're going to let you know who it is. Did you try one?
No.
Oh, okay.
And do you know what's really strange, these chips about me? What? About these chips to me?
What?
To these chips about me? What? They don't smell like they taste.
Whoa. That is a strong pig taste. Hold on.
That is a strong pig taste.
I was wrong. I like turkey and stuffing best. They're not like terrible, but turkey and stuffing is still the winner for me. It's very kind of like, I don't know what kind of pig they're using in their blanket, but I definitely get the flavor.
Yeah. That also really tastes like a sausage.
Weird. Okay, which one of these is your favorite?
Real Brussels sprouts.
Are you serious?
No.
Oh, sorry. You meant
I wish
real
that I was
ones.
eating real Brussels sprouts.
I choose real Brussels sprouts.
Probably turkey and stuffing.
Yeah, turkey and stuffing, a real winner.
It's the flavor that's least disturbing to eat as a chip.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it. Thanks again to Tim Willoughby for providing us with these delightfully odd chip flavors.
Oh, they're weird.
Okay, I'm going to go down the list real quick.
Okay.
These players.
Okay.
Alexander Hayne from Canada.
Not surprising.
Andrea Mengucci from Italy.
Great player. Do you know what? Some of the players this weekend were calling this the Mengucci Invitational.
Yeah, he does top
because he's been doing
this thing all the time.
Yeah, they've top 8'd everyone for the last 4 years.
Led by Mengucci.
Yeah, which is super impressive.
Time.
Also, what a delightful person.
He is delightful.
He's so animated on camera.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
Andrew Cuneo from the U.S. Ben Stark from the U.S., Brad Nelson from the U.S., Brian Bronduin from the U.S.
These are all just like classics. You're just like, I'm not surprised.
Not
obviously.
surprised. Carlos Ramal from Brazil.
Great.
We love Carlos Ramal. Christian Hauck from Germany. Met him for the first time this weekend.
Okay.
Nice guy. Eric Froelich from the U.S.
Great.
Jerry Thompson from the U.S. Grzegorz Kowalski from
Grzegorz
Kowalski probably from Poland. He's a great player. Everyone talks about how good he is.
At the World Championship this year.
Javier Dominguez from Spain.
World champion. You all were saying, so in like the video this weekend they played a video that included Javier's parents.
So cute.
It's so cute.
They're mom
so proud.
was like, I'm so proud to be the mother of the best Magic player in the world. And she just smiles this huge smile. It was just beautiful.
Cute.
Jean-Emmanuel Duprat from France. We already talked about him. John Rolfe from the United States, which he's quietly been doing extremely well this past year.
He was like 7th. And you're like, what?
Oh, what?
Who is this person? And then you're
okay.
like, I have seen him just do well at every tournament he plays in. So
That's wild. Ken Yukihiro from Japan, no surprise there, was playing this weekend. Li Shitian also playing this weekend from Hong Kong. Is very excited and said he might be streaming because there's some kind of streaming requirement for these people in Chinese, which he says he thinks he might be the only person doing that from this list because nobody else speaks Chinese on this list. So that's kind of cool.
That's super cool.
Lucas Esperbertu from Brazil.
We
love him.
also think he's great.
Luis Salvato from Argentina. He was here and he's fabulous.
Player of the year.
Great job. Marcio Carvalho from Portugal, who says he wants to draft a lot. I heard BDM interview him. Martin Yuza from the Czech Republic, who is here. Matt Nass from the U.S. Mike Sigrist from the U.S. Siggy. We love Siggy. Owen Turtenwald from the U.S. No surprise. Paulo Vitor Damaderosa from Brazil. That was kind of a question, like if he was going to leave his other job he just got recently, though.
Oh.
So there he is.
Interesting.
Piotr Glogowski from Poland. I butchered that, but I tried. Ray Saito from Japan, who I don't really know him, but he's on the list. Reed Duke from the U.S. Seth Manfield from the U.S. I asked Seth how he felt about this and who his biggest rival would be in the tournaments that they're going to run on the weekends, I think. And he said, well, I always beat him in limited, but I've never beat him in constructed. Brad Nelson. I thought that was very funny.
What are you going to do, Brad Nelson?
Yeah.
Constructed juggernaut.
Shahar Shenhar from Israel, who
was in the finals. They ended up second with the youngest person in the event.
15 years old.
Yeah.
Really cute. Shota Yasuoka from Japan, William Huey Jensen from the U.S., and Yuya Watanabe from Japan.
Very cool.
Wow. So this is just a powerhouse club here.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
This is a top 32-ish.
So some people were questioning how they're going to choose these players, and the answer is they just went straight down the list.
Literally just started at the top and kept going.
And they stopped a couple of times. Kelvin Chu, who you may know has been a rising star in the Magic scene, he declined. From Singapore, because he has a card shop and he didn't want to travel that much, so he passed.
Which is too bad because I have heard so many pros.
So nice.
Well, I've also heard so many pros be like, Kelvin Chu is just quietly one of the best players out there right now.
Yeah.
We saw him in the semifinals of the World Championship 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Playing control.
So he passed, and I believe Andrew Beckstrom also passed.
Yeah, because of job stuff.
So we had to dip down a little bit lower in the list for a couple of the players, and one of those was Li Shitian, who I believe was 40th. But if I had to guess why they skipped 34th, 35th, blah, 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 is because they want another APAC region player. So that's why he is there. And I don't know who the other one who is not, who would be kind of like...
I think Alexander Hayne, I want to say, was 33rd.
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong.
I think you might be right because he did make that joke to me.
Oh.
And now I get it. Because I was like, where do you rank on this? Where do you rank yourself on this list? I suppose you could literally take your number, but where do you see yourself? And he's like, 33rd. Okay, that makes sense. So there's your list. Still a lot we don't know with, if they're going to be playing competitively against each other, wacky decks against each other, et cetera, et cetera. But,
but also this article was on ESPN.
Yeah.
You made it big time, kids.
I mean, ESPN used to show Magic back in the day.
Yeah.
Is this something that could happen again in the future?
Who knows?
ESPN 8. Get ready.
The Ocho.
The Ocho. It's time to talk about Magic Arena.
That's right.
We don't have any more weird chips to eat.
No, thank goodness for that. I can only handle so many. First thing in the day.
Wow, lots of changes to Arena.
Yes.
Here in beta.
One of the formats, is this format still going to be up? How long is Kibler's Giant Monsters up for?
I don't know. It was still up yesterday.
Good. I still want to play it.
Me too.
So this is another one of they're doing their like different specialized formats.
Yeah.
Based on different personalities. And the current one is none other than Dragon Master Brian Kibler.
Yeah.
Who loves big creatures, as has been known. And so in his format, when you cast a creature with CMC 4 or greater, you get to draw a card.
Nice.
And look, creatures are the worst, but if they say draw a card, I'll cast them.
Ooh, okay. I love this idea for a format.
Yeah.
Coming up after this, I believe, is Amazonian's format. She's a popular streamer on Twitch. Check her out if you haven't already. And her format is, if you draft it, you can cast it. So I think it's a draft format, and there's no mana.
Wow.
You just can play everything.
What?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That sounds wild.
Yeah, so things could get a little bit unreal.
Yeah.
In that format, but both sound like pretty fun to try out.
These are some of my favorite aspects of Arena right now.
Oh, yeah.
That you can go on and do these like specialized formats that different people have dreamed up based on what they enjoy.
Yeah.
So I recommend getting on out there, trying it out. And you don't even have to, especially in the early day of the format, if you hop on there on like the first or second day, people are still just figuring it out.
Oh yeah.
You don't
It's
have to
Wild
have
West.
a lot of great cards. You can just be like, let's throw together some Llanowar elves and a bunch of creatures with 4 CMC or greater and go to town.
Yeah, I've been bringing mostly my dinosaur deck, probably. Yeah. They took away my beloved Singleton for now.
I'm sorry.
I am really sad about it, but I'm going to try and find some way to get through it by playing Kibler's Giant Monsters, which is almost the same thing, at least for me. So they release these periodically. They're called State of the Beta, where Wizards goes over changes that they're making to the open beta. And this time they had to release 4 different articles essentially on their forums about what they were doing. Thing number 1 was an update to matchmaking and how they're going to do it. They said they've thought about it more and they've tweaked the numbers. They used rank, win-loss record within an event, player matchmaking rating, which is a combination of all of these things like how many times you've won, the strength of the cards in your deck, etc., your deck and your games played. And they combine all of these things into a special sauce that is put on burgers at McDonald's and also used to determine your who you get paired against. So apparently they say it's going to be better and you'll play against better opponents that are more correctly matched for your skill level. So it remains to be seen.
Yeah, you'll
how
play
well that
against
works.
better opponents for you.
For
so
you,
if you were like, no, I don't want to play against only people who are better than me, don't worry. They'll be better for you.
Yes. That's really complicated. So you can go into that article if you want to learn more about it. Search for December State of the Beta, and you can find it. But yeah, lots of stuff there. The other thing they changed is ranking. So now, much like if you're a Hearthstone player, they had seasons that lasted a month long, and you tried to see how far you could get up the ladder within that season, and then based on how far you got up, you got prizes at the end of that month, which is really cool.
I didn't know any of this.
Look we're informing Megan and maybe some of you.
I didn't know why it mattered.
Hey, do you want gold and cards?
Up until now, I did not know why it mattered.
Well, that's fair because the ladder didn't matter before.
Yeah.
And now it does. So you're going to try and work your way up. If you reach bronze, you get a pack at the end of the season, which is essentially you can do nothing and you'll get a pack. It's pretty sweet. Silver, you get a pack and 500 gold.
Ooh.
2 packs, 1,000 gold. Platinum, 3 packs, 1,000 gold. Diamond, 4 packs, 1,000 gold. And Mythic, 5 packs and 1,000 gold.
Wow.
Yeah. And
that's cool.
Of course, it gets harder and harder as you climb the ladder to rank up. And then once you get to the end of the season, you get knocked back down depending on your rank at the end of the previous month.
So you don't get knocked down as far. Not everyone has to go back to square one.
0, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I love this. I think it's great. It's really fun to get free rewards for playing the game. The thing that a lot of people are kind of a little bit miffed about is that these ranked ladder play is best of 1.
Yes.
And so traditional constructed best of 1 and also draft best of 1 will be ranked right now.
Best of 1 stinks.
I expressed my distaste about this on Twitter because I believe that Magic is a best of 3 format and best of 1 is absolutely fantastic for casual play or whatever. But if you're going to be ranking people and these kinds of things, I think that's a competitive environment and it should be, as they're now terming it, traditional on Arena as opposed to competitive. I think it should be best of 3.
Yeah.
And if they're just doing this for the data purposes, because they released a number that said 97% of all matches played on Arena were best of 1. That's fine if you want to data mine. But I think once you've got that data and you figured it out, competitive or traditional should really be your ranking system because that's Magic.
Yeah.
That's just straight up what Magic is. Sideboarding is very important. Yeah. And the true metagame is very important. As I mentioned, I played a bit of Hearthstone and that is a best of 1 across the board. and I quit playing it after a while because their standard format just, frankly, it stunk.
Yeah.
Because it was a coin flip, dice roll, however you want to put it, based on who you got matched up against.
As some people say, there are some matchups where it's just super dependent on who's playing first. There are people who are like the very best sideboarders usually have a plan for if I'm going to be on the draw or if I'm going to be on the play when they're sideboarding. And that sort of thought and consideration, I think, should definitely be rewarded. Yeah. And also, you don't want to end up with things where it's just like your format is dominated by like mono red aggro, for instance, because they just run over people in game 1 and no one has a chance to bring in sideboard cards in games 2 and 3.
Yeah.
That's how you end up with decks that just ruin a format.
Yeah, I do not like that at all. And I think the experiment will start to go awry, and we'll see it go awry pretty quickly after if this is implemented in a longer
I've already
term.
seen some people with like for instance, their Dominaria ranked draft decks just being like, as I got higher and higher up, the decks were all just like linear. It was like mono red or mono white or stuff like that.
Wow, interesting. The other thing that was released was changes to the update of the look. We talked about that. The phases and your planeswalker when it's your turn look a little bit different. You have new options as far as gameplay goes and passing and holding priority, that kind of thing. So you can get a little bit more granular with it. But this is the thing we were talking about earlier. The other big change is Guilds of Ravnica draft bot personalities.
What does this mean?
Okay, so when you drafted Guilds of Ravnica, you might have come across that a lot of your decks were kind of looking samey. The same thing was happening again and again. They updated the smartness, I'm going to say the intelligence of the bots to make them make better picks, but still you could basically kind of know your lane early on and stick to it because the bots were all doing the same thing. They all were the same person, essentially, sitting around that 8-person pod. Now,
can you imagine sitting down at a draft pod and the other 7 people look the same? I'm just talking about if you come to a table and the other 7 people at the table look the same.
That's so creepy.
It really
That's a horror movie. What if it was all of yourself sitting around the table? How would you change how you drafted?
Oh, God.
If you had to draft versus yourself, all 8 people.
Wow.
Because that's what it was. But there were 8 robots who all looked the same. Adorable. Or creepy? You decide.
Creepy.
So what they decided to do is give them personalities, and it'll be randomized every time you start a draft with a bot. So some of them have guild preferences, like some of them think legitimately Celestia is the best guild to draft. They're wrong, but they believe it in their heart.
Yeah, sit me down with that bot.
Yeah, exactly.
Draft Celestia all day.
Some think Demir is the best. Some will go hard on Boros. Others are more like, I'm going to call them the Marshall Sutcliffe bot, where they're just like, I'm going to pick the best card and stay open or whatever. Yeah. Marshall style drafting. Or some of them will be like completely random. What is it called when you like big creatures and flashy spells? Is that a Johnny?
I don't know.
I can't remember which psychograph it is. Anyway, Timmy? Anyway, they're just going to be like, ooh, look at this rare. I'm going to take this rare. Oh, look at this sweet. Oh, this is a mythic. I'm going to take it. Oh, so some of them are going to be like people you would encounter at F&M or me when you sit down to a draft who like shiny, shiny mythic foil big bad boom boom cards. Don't quote me on that. But that is true.
No, but you said it, so we can.
Accurate. Shiny foil mythic big bad boom cards. I love them. I think that's why I love the Dinos deck, actually. But yeah, so it's going to be a more varied experience in draft now, thanks to some bots getting some personality injected into them, which is like really creepy also in a way. Are you who you are?
Me sticking and injecting a bot with a personality.
Or are you just the personality injected into you?
The personality
with a syringe.
Creepy.
I can't wait until we actually have real 8-person pod drafts on Magic Arena, because I think that is the one true way to draft is with 8 other human beings, much like League play on Magic Online. But you know what? I think that's coming. This is just a stopgap. I'm going to give you another piece of news, is that they also had a change that was done to the reward system for playing in events, and they had taken away card rewards for how you did in any given event. And the community had a big backlash, and within, I'm going to say 24 hours, 48 hours, they had reversed the decision. So Good on them for that call, because I think the single card rewards were awesome.
Yeah.
In events, I loved, even when they were crappy cards, I still loved clicking on them, seeing them turn over, and what did I get? That experience was really fun, and it was just a neat way to add to your collection. So I'm really happy that is still in the game. I think it's really, really, really fantastic. So thumbs up on making that change when you had feedback from the community. The other piece of news in here, I actually have two more pieces of news, is there's going to be a new format introduced to Arena called Standard Plus. So this is kind of like what happens when these formats rotate. What am I going to do with all the cards that I had?
Yeah.
Are they
Great question.
Useless? Well, what's going to happen is essentially
New Modern.
New Modern. Yeah, that's my guess. New Modern. We're starting Modern off again, but from the starting point of Ixalan.
Yeah.
New Modern.
Wow.
That's kind of exciting.
Yeah, it is.
I'm interested to see what happens.
It's a brand new world.
Keeps growing. Modern 2.0.
Yeah, Standard Plus.
I really like New Modern, though. That's kind of cute. And if you think about it, Modern...
Contemporary. Which...
Postmodern?
Postmodern? Postmodernism. Oh, these decks are so postmodern.
Like, at some point, Modern was also, new.
Yeah.
It went back further than just, a set, but it was still kind of a new thing that didn't have all the cards we have now.
Once upon a time, Modern 2 was new.
Modern 2 was a little baby. Yeah, Standard Plus. And then people start speculating, will we play Standard Plus tournaments in real life? I don't know, maybe one day.
Who knows?
We don't know.
We don't know. Maybe.
Oh, my final news was Magic Online isn't going anywhere. A lot of people were pretty concerned, and Wizards put out an article that essentially said, we always said it wasn't going anywhere, and we still mean it, so shut up.
But my question to you, though, is people who are listening who have Magic Online collections, how much are you going to play it?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Because I'll be honest, I've thought about selling my Magic Online collection. And honestly, by thinking about it, I mean that I'm going to do it, but I just need to remember that that's a thing that I'm going to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I probably should too.
Because it's just, if you think that you're going to play it, awesome. Get out there, play it. Be happy. Do you.
You do you.
But for me, it's like looking at it, it's like, well, honestly, the time that I have to play these days, I'm going to play on Arena. Yeah. Because that's what I enjoy. And it's not that I... don't believe them. I believe them when they say that Magic Online isn't going anywhere. But looking at myself personally, I'm like, well, it still doesn't make sense for me to hold on to this account.
Yeah. So. People who love Modern or love Cube or love Legacy or any of these things, Magic Online still exists and still has a team running it and still putting out updates. And you can still play on that if you want. For instance, I'm going to be doing commentary at GP Oakland coming up in January, and it's a Modern tournament. And I've forgotten everything about Modern, just cramming all this Standard into my head. Yeah. So I've got to go back and play a ton of Modern, and I'm going to go on Magic Online and do it. So
that's true. Modern is great.
Yeah. So, don't fear. It's still around. If, for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Forever? I don't know the answer to that.
No one knows.
But...
who knows what things will be like in 20 years?
That's true.
I worry about it constantly.
I think in 20 years, I will have a small robot dishwasher that flies through the air and scrubs a little dish.
I think that in 20 years, you're going to have a lot of people from California living in your state because wildfires burn down everything.
Yeah, that's probably true. Minnesota is going to be like a tropical paradise in 20 years.
Well,
Canada's where it's at.
Shout out everybody right now to environmental activism. If
Thumbs
you
up.
don't know what you're doing for the environment right now, go out and do something nice for it. Call your Congress people or your other leaders. Tell them to make pro-environmental changes.
Yeah.
Reduce your personal waste or energy use however you can, so that in 20 years you can be wherever you want to be with your small robot dishwasher and not wherever the environment made you be.
I like how I invented something completely unnecessary.
Like, how is a robot dishwasher better than a regular dishwasher? Isn't your dishwasher technically already kind of a robot? It has programming and it has a job that it does.
But I just wanted it to be like those scrubbing bubbles commercials that would come through and it was a little scrubber and it would fly to the toilet and scrub.
You don't want it to be both your toilet and your dishwasher.
Check out my new combo toilet dishwasher.
Ah.
Everybody, that's this episode of Good Luck High Five for this week. I've got to catch a plane.
Yeah, you do. I have to go see more of Spain.
Megan's going to hang out in Spain for a little while longer.
Yeah, I am. I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's awesome. Barcelona,
great
A+. Yes. If you're looking for a cool city to travel to.
We recommend it.
Once again, check out our travel vlog. It's going to be posted on youtube.com/goodluckhighfive. So go over there, give us a sub, and turn on the little bell for notifications so you can know when we posted it. And check out our new Creatures of the Worst gear.
Yeah.
In the show notes. Or you can check it out. We tweeted the link. You can go back in history and find some of our links.
Do not check out Pigs in a Blanket chips. Don't check those out.
But you can check out turkey and stuffing chips.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Brussels sprouts, you're going to be upset for a moment, but then you'll feel fine. So you make your own choice.
Sounds like how a lot of people feel about Brussels sprouts just generally.
Do you know what? I love Brussels sprouts.
I love them. I call them Bruss. We're on a nickname basis.
Wow.
My Bruss.
You don't just call them sprouts? What's up, sprouts?
No, actually. I try and get my dad to eat them every time I make a dinner with him. I'm like, I'm making my Brussels sprouts, making the Bruss. And he's just like, I will not eat those. Stuck in his ways.
Wow, look at what a reverse parenting situation
I know.
you're in.
I'm like, eat your Brussels sprouts, Dad. And he won't do it.
No.
Yeah. Thanks again to everyone who subbed to us on Patreon in the past month. It's been awesome to see some new friendly faces coming in there.
We do so appreciate it.
Patreon.com/GLHF Magic.
Thank you again to Card Kingdom and Ultra Pro, the best two sponsors that a little podcast could ask for.
Yeah.
They're wonderful. Hop on over, check out all of their different things for your magic life.
If you're a Facebook user, you can request to join the Good Luck High Five group, which will give you updates on when we're posting stuff far more quickly and reliably
than the page.
Than the page will. So you can join. We've got a little community growing over there.
Yeah.
It's really cute. If you're a patron, you get access to our Discord. Our Discord channel is great. Has lots of pictures of ferrets in it right now.
It really does. It's awesome. I didn't know ferrets were so
cute.
No, I knew that. What was I gonna multi-talented?
Ferrets are so multi-talented.
They really are.
Aren't they?
They do a lot. So
they do a lot. Good job, ferrets.
Good job, ferrets.